meep. Hello, good morning and welcome to the Propz Show. Was geht? Ein herzliches Hallo an alle meine deutschen Zuschauerinnen und but the stream is gonna be in English today, you know? 2 streams in German, 2 in English. Welcome to everybody. Fummel, congratulations to your first chatter, of course. So you're slowly climbing the ranks. Terrapixel, welcome. Schön, dass du da bist. Barnabas, hello and welcome. Flowering Dancer and Popo Tentacle and AZ, MJ, AZ. Aha, du warst schon mal hier irgendwann, definitiv. Bin ich raus, sonst kann ich mich nicht auf Arbeit konzentrieren. Sorry, Terrapixel, ich scheuche dich weg aus meinem Stream. I'm sorry. Das ist nicht, du weißt schon. Yeah, okay. Aber Terrapixel, nächste Woche geht's weiter mit Laravel, auch auf Deutsch. Ich wünsche einen tollen Stream, ich lasse den mal auf Stumm und an, okay. Mach mal Coworking. Machen wir Coworking. Erzähl, du warst schon mal hier, ja? Ich entsinne mich. Ich kenne deinen Nick. Ich weiß nicht, mit wem du gekommen bist. Aber heute, nur mal so an alle. The stream is gonna be in English. Popo Tentakel, wie ist die Lage? How are you doing? Don't forget to leave coding Popo Tentacle a follow. He's a fellow everything dev, right? He's developing games and websites. So, yeah, let's say everything dev. Hey, Pritzet, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. So, okay, so everything is running, I guess. We can start with our daily dev news. Is everything running? Nearly. Let's see, wait a minute. Okay. Oh, I just got an error. Oh, I'm logging a lot of stuff. Hey, Bona, welcome. Uh-huh. Yeah, for me. Uh-huh. Because of the ads. Ah, okay. So everybody where I pass, but the ad is easier, right? Everybody where I have to pass the ads. Yeah, it's also not working, the first one. So, but I mean, that doesn't make sense, right? Bohne, if you put a hashtag in front of it, it doesn't make sense. An ad makes sense. What about we fix this first? Because I know where the best place to fix this. Because I'm calling the get user function a lot, where the bot is actually calling the Twitch API. I'm calling this like every time, so there's the best place to actually change or capture the ad. Yeah, it's not that hard. What's up, Yo-Yo? Welcome. Yo-Yo, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Okay, yeah, it's super easy. It's super easy. I know about this. I didn't thought about it. Okay, but we're gonna fix this pretty fast, I mean. Fix. Yeah, quack. Okay, but first, we are gonna start with daily dev. Build it yourself, of course. Are we gonna build it ourselves? Dependency churn in software development. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is not in the Rust ecosystem. It's everywhere. I mean, look at NPM and Node. It's dependency hell, right? Hence we're a project with sphere animations. What do you mean with like literally sphere animations? Let's take a look at it. Is there a link? I guess here. Okay, okay. Ah, this is the sphere animation. Look at this beauty. Oh. Look at this beauty. Do you have mosquito bite on your face? Do I? Ah, no, this is a pickle. Pimple. I have mosquito bites everywhere else, but this is just a pimple. Yeah, I need to maybe squeeze it out. Yeah, but the sphere animation actually looks amazing. But for what should I use this? Maybe I can embed this in my Propz logo as the O. Would be nice. Would be nice. Yeah, I know. Totally teenager. Not in stream. Okay, not in stream. No. Not today. I can do a... I swear to you, Yo-Yo, that I think that a lot of people would actually watch pimple popping streams. I think this would be great content. But not me, it's fine. Xerial, welcome! What up? What's up? This is relative colors? I never heard about this. Ah, I know about this. Of course I know about this. This is how you can change the color with the, yes, with the RGB. And you can, the opacity, of course. But you can also recompile the color with the color function. Of course I know this. Yes. Okay, I mean, to call it relative colors, I guess it makes kind of sense. Okay, Quacksalber in the house. Always, right? Ah. Bona, I forgot to drink. Prost. Bruh. What bruh? You mean the temporal? Yeah, I was thinking about it. Bruh. Last year, a 20-something female Korean streamer held her foot warts up to the camera for more than a minute and did not lose any of her 1,400 viewers. Yeah, it is okay. I mean, I've already read something about the temporal, but it's just time handling. I mean, just So this is gonna be a new JavaScript API handling time. So, what about, can I use temporal? I can't. Look. Bona, this is the problem. Why should we speak about something that is not supported at all by any browser whatsoever? Like, it's not supported. Are starting to be shipped. Yeah, maybe someday in the next years. But of course, you should, I mean, this should work with Node, right? Yeah, of course it's coming, but it should work with Node at least, or Genome. So to understand temporal, we can look at JavaScript date object. Ba-ba-bum. Major issues with JavaScript date object are that it only supports the user's local time and UTC, and there's no time zone support. This is actually, of course, a problem for if you have a global website. It is unreliable. I know about this. I had some fun with it already. Full replacement, blah blah blah. The key concepts are that it has instance. Oh, duration is actually pretty nice. I mean, just making the calculation about the difference, and also at the same time formatting the difference in whatever kind of thing that you need. Flopsack, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Plain date, plain year, month, plain month, day. So the question is, where can I play with this if it's not supported by the browsers? Flopsack, thank you very much for the sub gift, my friend. Thank you. Amazing. Let's go. Yesterday, today, mega era. Honor. A sub a day keeps the bills away or something. Yes, Flopsack, you're damn right. Thank you very much for the support. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. You just gifted one sub yesterday and one today, and thank you very much. Means a lot to me, and it really supports the channel, actually. It's a big motivation. Gotta support the Lambo. Yeah, of course. The Lambo is not gonna pay itself, you know? The Lambo is not gonna pay itself. I think I need a couple of subs more to pay the leasing rate. Web development tools you should consider using in 2025. Show me some nice tools. What about, let's see, let's take a look. The code snippet rate, JS temporal polyfill. Ah, of course there are polyfills. And hi, Cyber Benny, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? And welcome to the chat. So I'm already kind of looking into a new terminal. I think, I don't know if it's Warp. There was another one, not Waze, but Warp and something else, and they look actually pretty nice. But so they are free to download. So why do they even now they are selling subscriptions for the freaking terminal apps? I don't. This is a little bit too much, right? But I mean, of course, if they want to earn some money, nobody's gonna buy a terminal app today. But this looks pretty nice. Maybe I should really check it out soon. Sarah Benny, what are you nerding with? At least you don't have to log in anymore. What to where, Barnabas? Supercharger terminal logs, glaze. Ah, okay. So, link sharing platform for everyone. I don't know if we need any more link sharing platforms. Do any one of you use actually link shorteners? I mean, I used it like a couple of years ago, but I stopped and I don't know. What is the problem with HSR course? Yeah, for like sharing links, I guess. I mean, I just copy the link and share it, right? What is Gleam? I heard about it, but I don't know. Ah, it's a language. Okay. Uh-huh. Now, so now I heard about Gleam, right? But I don't know if we need any more programming languages. I don't know where people are still creating more programming languages. Is there a good drop-down terminal on Mac OS? What do you mean with drop-down? In Ubuntu, I use Yakwaka to always have my terminal one keybind away. I tried Ghosty and Quick Terminal, but the keybind is not working too well. It doesn't work when Ghosty wasn't started yet, and in Firefox, the application keybind seems to override the global one. Ah, okay. Now usually clean the URL as well before sharing and get rid of tracking params. Ah, yeah. It's, yeah, like, normally I would also do that. Yeah, Barnabas, so... So you want to access the terminal like from one keybind away. I get it. What I'm doing right now, you can do that with Raycast. If you start Raycast, you can go to your extensions or whatever. You can look for the application that you're looking for, like let's say this is the terminal, and you can record a hotkey here. Let's say it's T for terminal. Oh, it's already used by Translate, so this is, whatever else, let's go with W. And now when I click when I just enter the hotkey, I have my, the terminal started just right away. So this is something that will work pretty easy with Raycast. You can give any application that you want a hotkey, and it will start right away. And there's also the possibility, like for the extensions, does it focus the existing terminal if it is in the background, or does it start a new one? I'm not sure about that. A few weeks ago, somebody gave me a shortcut link to win some Steam credits. I didn't click because last messages with him were years ago. Maybe it was a scam. Better not click. Yeah. Their online link will resolve us if interested in, but the other side will know that you reacted. Ah, yeah. I think this is about the short links, right? For the link shorteners. Quake style terminal too. I don't know about that. Yeah, so we can try this out again. So there's, let's say, let's go with the terminal. So this is, I mean, you. I think there are possibilities where you can do this with Raycast just to focus the terminal. I mean, of course, you can change the application with the command and tab feature. Let's go again to the terminal. It's focusing the terminal. It's not opening a new one. But I know there's another thing. Quake is for... Ah, okay. Until last month, I received 100 spam emails a day. What? It's only 50 a week now. Wow, that's insane. So, but there's another trick, Barnabas. You can drop any folder into your terminal, and he will start a new terminal with that folder. Let's say I want to start a terminal on the folder stuff. I just drag and drop it to my iTerm, and he's already in desktop stuff, and I can start from here. So that you can drag and drop a lot of things to the application. This could be a new one, I guess. But yeah, so I really recommend Raycast. I'm just using it like for 2 weeks now, and I really love it. I have some hotkeys where, just a moment, Bona. I have some hotkeys where I'm executing either some of the, let's say, for example, I showed this already, the compressed images, right? So when I need to choose one image, and I go with my hotkey, and Raycast does not need to be open. It's just gonna execute the extension command. I know, Bon, I know you are quacking all the time. And there's another one that I really like right now. It's a color picker, where I just can start up from everywhere with my hotkey, the color picker, and pick the color. It's gonna be copied directly to the clipboard, and I can use it everywhere. So I don't need to start any other application. Raycast is running all the time. I can start my ChatGPT prompt here, and it's like, I'm really loving it. And I think you can do a lot of things with Raycast, and you also can write scripts. He can execute scripts, like maybe a script where he starts a new terminal or whatever. But yeah, I really recommend Raycast when it's about productivity and getting things done, and kind of automating some things that you do on your day-to-day job, or when you are in front of your PC, MacBook. That's too mouse focus for me. Okay, yeah, I know, Barnabas. Just started my terminal once and Tmux, and then I mostly don't have to touch my mouse again for the rest of the day. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, you can do this like with Raycast. You can do this with when you change the applications. You can just change to your terminal with Command and Tab. And I know, so I did not. This is a feature from Raycast, and I didn't use it yet. But Raycast has the ability to navigate navigate inside your application. So search and perform menu items in frontmost application. I deactivated it because I don't think I'm gonna use it because I'm too mouse focused, I guess. So, but you can navigate with commands through the application that you're using. There is the navigation. There are also quick links. I did not use quick links yet. So I'm not sure. Yeah. So, but there are a lot of things that you can do with Raycast, and a lot of automating things with your workflow. You should take a look at Raycast. I think this is gonna like make your Mac more powerful. But there's also, I'm not sure how good this is, but you have global keyboard shortcuts for Mac. And with this global shortcuts, I think you can add everywhere shortcuts. Let's say let's add another one. We're gonna go application terminal. Yeah, I just getting the default terminal because I don't use this at all, so it's not in any kind of conflict. Where is my terminal? Is it already here? I know you actually can't add anyone here, but you can add shortcuts to the app shortcuts. Keyboard shortcuts. Yeah, maybe there's something that you can use. Okay, so how to make LLM shut up. This is actually something that I really want to read because they're writing so much stuff that I don't want to read. Oh. What? I don't know about this. JavaScript servers. I don't know if this is a good idea. Over 1,000 WordPress sites infected with JavaScript backdoors enabling persistent attacker access. This does not sound very good, but to be fair, 1,000 WordPress websites is like nothing. Like in the big picture. But where is this backdoor coming from? Appears to be targeting or originating from regions where Mandarin, yeah, of course. So, but where is, how are they infecting the websites? Ah, Ultra SEO processor, okay. Ah, it's a fake plugin, okay, I know. Oh, this is actually pretty bad. Like adding SSH keys to authorized keys. Oh wow, this is actually pretty bad, yeah. I did not know what terminal is, Quake terminal is. I mean, do you mean this is like full screen? Like it just pops right in your screen? It seems like this. Like you're not opening a window, right? It's like just... Ah, okay, I get it, I get it. Okay, nice. Okay, guys. This sounds actually pretty nice. I think there's something like this could be possible with Raycast for Barnabas. Okay, I'm gonna finish this. Ooh, text selection color. This is actually pretty nice. I've already seen this somewhere, but I never use it. But I think like with... Ah, just selection, okay. Selection and mouse selection. How about I try... Let's go with block heading. I just want to try it out real quick. Let's go with selection. And it instantly disappears because... Where can I see... There is a function here where I can see like all the classes. Let's try again. Block heading. I'm gonna go background is red and color is white. And just when selection. Oh yeah, this is pretty easy. Okay, instantly works. This is nice. This is nice. This is pretty nice, actually. Hey, Mogambro, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Yeah, just when I select, I can just select, change the stylings for text when I select it. So now I'm just using the background red and color white, and this is pretty easy. And I instantly you have some kind of like more individual touch to your website. Mogambro, how are you doing? Yeah, selection, yes. This is nice. I think we're fine for today. Can I use selection? Oh, this. Oh, Bona, this would be an awesome command, I think. So before we get started with Laravel, I'm gonna do a quick fix with the bots so we can support Nix with and at the same time, I actually want to take a look at my to-do for the bots, and I'm gonna write some things down like yeah, so it's gonna be the stream bot can I use command, and also another one is stream bot, and I'm gonna go with the translate command. And so I would actually like to implement a translate command. Sometime soon, I guess. Can I use would be? It's a nice idea. I don't know. I mean, I guess they have some kind of API, right? Where you just can. Where can I use data on GitHub? This is something. Feature JSON. Oh, this is, yeah, so a lot of features, and it's just about JSON. So let's go with what was the JavaScript thing called? Temporal JSON. So this was the first one. How does the data look like? We have links, and then we have, of course, stats, and it's very simple. It's an A for, I can check for every browser the latest version, if it's an N or if it's an yes. This is a simple answer. What about selection? CSS selection. So this is the maybe the hardest part where you have to actually find the right JSON file. Okay, so yeah, just versions. Of course I need to update this regularly, so we have always the actual up-to-date data from all the browsers, but it would be not that hard, I guess. Okay, so guys, let's go quick things with the bot. Oh, this is not the bot. This is Laravel, but I'm gonna do the best commit message ever. Just gonna be up. Okay, let's go to the bot. And there is in bot data the get user. This is the actually the most important okay, so user is a string right here. The one thing that we need to do is to go user is user replace. So I know that maybe we can do this really like fail safe. Like, let's go Twitch user allowed chars, because I don't think that Twitch allows like any chars. Yeah, this is actually the right one. I just okay, this is super easy. Okay, how do I do a quick regex here? I want to do a user replace. Can I use regex with replace? I guess I can, right? Yeah, I can. So we're gonna replace this with nothing. Oh, this was wrong. And the regex is gonna look, I'm gonna go with regex. And we're gonna go if. I know, Cookie, I love regex 101. So, but I need to negate this one. I think it's something like this, or no. It's inside. I did so much regex already. Yeah, I need a negative look ahead. So I did this already with my scene release parser. So let's go with the patterns. I just forgot how to do it. This looks like a negative look ahead. Yeah, I think it's this one. Yeah, this is the negative look ahead. No, it's not the one. Yeah, this is the one. Okay. So, this should work, but let's try it out first. So, I don't know how many of you are familiar with regex. So, this one, let me go back to the code. The first one is to look like it's the first char of the string, and then we have we are actually looking for the W, which means all alphanumeric characters and underscore. But we can actually do something else. We can negate this with big W, which means all non-alphanumeric characters and not underscore. I'm gonna try out both of them. So let's go with Propz. Matches any word character. Let's go also with insensitive. So this is not matching a non-word character. But I don't know. Oh, this is actually a good one, yes. Yeah. So I think there is a logic problem with me. I was thinking about a non. So let's go with. Yeah, this is actually working. So we need to change the first chars. Yeah, this is working. Yeah. So I had some problems with the negation, but if we just take the other part, so the small w is for all word characters, including underscores. Let's test this online. Regex 101 is one of the best websites out there. I love it. So just a quick test. So let's go with cons user is at Propz. And we're gonna go with user replace. Yeah, so this is working. Should work with everything. Yeah, this is working. The underscore should work too. Yes. Okay, this is perfect. To lower case. Then we don't need to call it up here. All non-alphanumeric chars and underscore. And actually we can. It does not need to be at the beginning of the sentence, right? We can just replace every non-alphanumeric character. Yeah, today's English stream, Witty, and welcome to the stream. How are you doing? So we can do this. Let's test this. No, this is not working. So, but of course, we have to replace all. Oh. Yeah. This is working. Okay. Yeah, Witchy, today and tomorrow I'm gonna be streaming in English because I have 2 days in the week with German and 2 days in English. So the first 2 days It's Monday and Tuesdays are gonna be in German, and Wednesdays and Thursdays in English. But because I missed the Monday stream, I'm gonna just put one more, like 1 day more. And it's a tryout phase, and I'm trying 2 English streams a week, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep that way. I mean, I'm gonna keep at least 1 English stream a week. Are there more German or English viewers? Of course, German, I guess. I'm not sure. Maybe German, because this is like the root community for me. It would make sense. Yeah, so this is what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna go with replace all. We're gonna replace all non-alphanumeric characters and non-alphanumeric characters with nothing. We need a voting for that, yeah. His bot has a recognize when it's more chat activity. Why? Oh, F. Cookie, do you want my OnlyFans, right? So this should do the trick for all user-based things.
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
Okay, let's go. I need to go back to... So let's update the version. It's now 13. I need to go back to the Twitch commands. So because I know I already did a replacement here that I don't need anymore. Ah, there it is. So it's for the slap command. I don't need this anymore. And I think I did it for the Propz command too. No, I didn't. Yeah, I think this is it. And I know that so Fuman was looking for the command earlier, so we can do this here first. Ranking. Can do the same thing for the chat score. Okay, so some small fixes. I know that I can upload this one. What did I change here? What's the problem? This is strange. Show me. Ah, I fixed the last event thing. Yes. Looking for the chat score to prevent multiple chat score events to fire. Okay, this I fixed this. Yes. Okay, this is good. Okay, let's commit this one. Oh. You wanna see my end file? Not today, my friend, not today. So, the next thing. Twitch event data. And it's called name and not username. Okay, thanks for this one. But in which file? Just name. Another error fixed. Nice one. Never used. It's fine for me. Something else? Am I missing something? I don't think so. Cookie! Thank you for the Prime, my friends! Thank you very much. 8 months already. Let's go. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. The months are like slowly getting a little bit bigger for the subbers. I don't know if there's anyone. I'm not sure if DMD has 12 months already. Okay, so I think this is it for now. I mean, no, just one more thing. So let's go. And Cookie just showed me one thing. I want to add another command, and it's gonna be called OF. Nah, Cookie, nah. Only props. Can go with only props. Yeah. Little perf. I actually, Bon, I really like this one. Check your dirty secrets inside your env. You little perf. Bon, I really like this one. And you know what? Let's go and add this as a quote. Oh, this is not working. Why not? Oh, we have a problem with the because it's 0 to 29. Okay, this is okay, yeah. Why is quote 0? The 0 one is actually yeah, so it needs to be bigger than 0. So if it's not bigger than 0, then we're gonna have a random quote. But this one was strange because quote 30 is actually not existing, even though the bot said it was the quote number 30. Okay, whatever. Was ist das denn? Egal. Ja, das ist gut. Let's go. Drink, 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 drink. So there we have the problem with the quote. Yeah, but so the quote is not working correctly, kind of. So the last one is not working. But why? I mean, because the 0 one, so quote 0, will be number 1. Yeah, I know, Cookie, I know. My logic is always quote 0, because there are 30 quotes. But I already... Okay, this is different. This is different. Actually, when I have to add the quote, where's the add quote? So this is the one thing. Insert last row ID. -1 to string. So because actually when we are getting the quote, it should be one number lower. Night? What the heck? Work kills me today. Oh, I'm sorry, Xer, I'm sorry. So let's quit the bot stuff right now, right? It was just like a couple of small fixes, but we actually need to start working with Laravel soon. Let's go. Alias? Oh. Thank you, thank you. Let's go. Let's get this going. Let's fix the bots one step at a time. Okay, okay, baby. And of course, we didn't test anything. So now we're gonna go. So it seems to work. Yeah, amazing. So now we have, of course, the first ranking. First score, first ranking, first chatter. And the last one was quote 29. This should still work. Quote. Yeah. Okay, amazing. Let's go, guys. So I'm gonna make a short break now. I'm gonna make some coffee, and then we're gonna start actually coding Laravel. Actually coding some nice Laravel and learning more and more and more. So this is it. So I did not check if the quote does not exist. Then you won't get anything. But of course I could return an error message, but whatever, guys, whatever. Okay. Yeah, Xera, it's I love your quote. Guys, so just a small break. I'm gonna make some coffee and then I'm gonna be right back. Thank you for watching. Thank you for spending your time with him. Thank you for the subs, for the sub gifts. It really means a lot. It's a huge motivation for me. So we see you in a couple of minutes. Stay tuned and then we're gonna code some Laravel. Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Alarm! Alarm!
Ah. Okay. So it looks good. So the bot seems to work. Maybe I can just add some kind of error message for the quotes, but it's not that important for today. Let's continue with the Laravel tutorial. How about this? Are you guys ready for some Laravel action? We need to start building up for our Lambo. Lambo. So this means we need to turn off the music and then we can start working with Lambo. So we've learned the last days about the ORM. We learned about the models and factories. And we started working with relationships. Yeah, I know, Bona. No, of course. For all of us, it's just Hot Wheel Lambo.
Well,
And wait, there's one thing that I think is really funny. When he starts his video, look at his hands. He's like doing like.
welcome to day 11.
It's pretty funny. I like it.
The topic of conversation is eloquent relationships, which, trust me, you're really going to love. All right, let's get going.
Let's get
So
going.
we discussed in the last episode that there should be a relationship between a job listing and a corresponding employer. So a job belongs to an employer might be the terminology we'd use. Okay, so if I had a job object, yes, I can access the title or the salary, but what about information around the employer? Well, right now, we can't do that. We've defined that structure on the database end, but in our PHP code, it just doesn't exist.
Yes.
So let's make it exist. And luckily, Eloquent has our back. I'm going to create a method here called employer. So if I have a job and I need information about the employer, then the method will be called employer. And this is going to return a relationship type. Now, in this case, I've said multiple times, a job listing belongs to an employer. So belongs to is our key word there. Return this belongs to, and now I want to reference the class that it belongs to, in this case, employer. So yeah, as you can imagine, there are multiple relationship.
Wait. So let's try it out right away. So we have the employer ID, which is an employer factory. It's working. So this is already working with the factory. We had a lot of jobs inside the database. So let's go to the job. And this is now the new one. We have a job and now we have a public function employer. And we're going to return this belongs to employer class. Okay. So does it mean I'm gonna start it right away? No, I didn't, Bona. I didn't. Please remember this one. I'm going to do it the next time. So please just remember this one single line of code, and then the next time you need to tell me again, and then we're gonna fix it. Okay? I love it that you are remembering single code lines that I messed up. I remember Propz for this one freaking bad code line. Okay, so we're gonna need the employer, and of course when I'm reading So this is kind of course, this is a huge framework, but it's kind of sometimes complicated. You need to go back and forth to actually you need to change things in multiple files. What about, so the first thing I would like to change is to do this as an object and not as an array. So, and what about we try to echo the employer here? I don't know what is going to happen, but whatever. Job is going to be employer. So what is going to happen when I just start it right away? I'm not sure. So first things first, let's go to composer, run dev. Localhost 8000 jobs. Ah, okay. So the employer is the whole class. The whole object, I mean. Ah, interesting. So let's get with name. Huh. Okay, but so what? Wow. Okay. So we have. I will write this line on your gravestone. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have a gravestone, but yeah. So when we are getting the job, or when you are actually the factory, so many things here. So database migrations, let's take a look. So we have the jobs, and there is one ID for the whole employer class. So there is just a foreign ID. Ah, okay, Bona. Okay, yeah, this is actually a good one. This was the last event. This is kind of, let's say, poetic for coders. The last event. It's kind of poetic way to die for coders. So here we're just passing the ID. And when we have the factory, it's also only creating the ID. So, but when we want to have the object part for employer, I mean, a lot of things are happening kind of. Maybe just shut up and continue looking at the tutorial.
Types. A job belongs to an employer, but in reverse, does an employer belong to a job? No, that doesn't make sense. An employer can have many jobs. So that relationship type is called has many. And there's a variety. There's a half dozen. There's has many. There's has one. There's belongs to. There's belongs to many. And then there's some more complicated options that we're not going to worry about right now. All right. So this is all we have to do here. Check this out. PHP, artisan, tinker. I want to find any job. So let's say app models job. And rather than calling the find method and providing an ID, if you ever just want the first one that comes up, I can use a method called first. All right, so we have forest firefighter. Now, because I have that relationship defined in my Eloquent model, I can call employer, but notice real quick, this can be initially confusing. I know it's a method, but I'm not going to call it as a method. I'm going to call it as a property, just like I'm referencing the title or the salary for the job. And when I reference it as a property, Laravel's smart enough to pick up on that, and it will know, okay, well, we don't have an employer property on this model. So what you're probably trying to do is access the employer relationship. All right, so if we give this a run, now notice we're no longer in a job instance. We have an employer instance. Okay, so that means what I can do here is say job, employer, and now I can access any of the attributes from my employer. And in this case, we just have name.
Yeah, this is pretty nice.
This cool, is nice. Right?
This is pretty cool.
Even cooler though, think about what's happening here. Let's do it one more time. All right. So this is effectively running a query like select star from jobs, limit 1. So yeah, notice we're only focused on the job listings table. It hasn't yet referenced the employers table. So here's a key thing to understand. At the point where I say job employer, a second SQL query is being performed. And we refer to this as lazy loading. So lazy as in the loading and the query is not being executed until the last possible minute.
Hey, Emma, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream.
Request it. So here is where a new SQL query would be executed. And yeah, it would be something like select star.
A job is actually a job listing. So with a job title, salary, and employer. So, but before I continue watching, I want to do a small thing myself. So we have the jobs all right here, and this is fine. Hi. Welcome to the stream. And the other thing that I'm really excited to do is actually to make a listing, for the employer. So this is gonna be employer blade, and we are going to receive employer let's go with title. No, we can actually define props, right? So title is coming in as a props. Wait. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself right here, but it's fine. So we have job ID. We have the view title. I'm passing in the props. So this is the one thing we can do right here. We can go with props, and it's going to be an array, and we want the title props, and if it's the default should be employer right here. And I don't want to check any more for this. I'm just going to change it once in the top, and it should work everywhere else. Right? Am I right or am I wrong? For this page at least. The same thing should work for the job page. It's just job. Let's change it right up. Let's quick look if it's working. It is. Okay, nice. So let's go with the employer. So this is the employer. I want to have the we're not receiving job right here, but we are receiving employer. We'll be receiving employer. So this, what we're gonna do is employer, and we're gonna have the name. Oh, and now I want to make a call app models job. So yeah, of course, this the model is this one. It's pretty simple. It's a job model has a custom table with job listings, and we have a title and salary, and of course the employer, which is getting the things from the employer class. And the employer is also pretty simple, nothing special in there. But what I'm trying to do, I want to go, but how does it know what you want to do? I mean, right now it's just about data, right, Bonus? So we don't have any controllers, we don't have anything special. Yeah, this is the magic from Laravel. So this is what he explained. Normally you would call the employer thing as a function, but Laravel looks for it and sees, oh, there is no function, so he probably or he's calling as a property. Yeah, so I didn't know about this. So he's not calling this. He's calling this as a property. There is no property, so we look for the same thing as a function, and then of course we return everything from the function. Hi Hexa, how are you doing? Hello and welcome to the stream. So what I want to do is to display the employer thing. So this is going to be the employer name, and we need a new view for that. Let's go with this one, and we're going to call it employer, and we need employer Is it not right? So this employer has fillable. This should work right away. Why is the I did not import this one. I need to import the thing. Now this should work. So employer, we have the ID. We're gonna find the ID. If there is no employer, it's abort. And the other thing is just, we're gonna just pass the thing that we just found in the database. You have a headache, but why? You're guilty yourself. Did you watch too much Twitch streams yesterday? Too much reactions, Hexa? So this should work right away when we go here to the jobs. I'm gonna go with a ref employer, and then we're gonna pass the ID. This is gonna be job employer ID. So this should work right away. Let's go. Boom, there is it. Ha, nice. So in the next step, I mean, I'm getting 100% ahead of myself, but I'm gonna try it out either way. Because I have the employer here. Now I want to list all the jobs which matches this employer. So then we have to do it here, I guess. And I'm gonna go with jobs. Then we're gonna pass in the jobs. And jobs is job where employer ID is like employer ID. Oh yes, baby. So these are the jobs. So then we can go here. Let's do another list. And then we're gonna go with the for each. Jobs as job. Then of course we just need to copy the jobs thing here. Yeah, we just need to copy this one. because it's just jobs and nothing else. Jobs, blah blah blah. And here we don't need the employer name here, right here, just the salary. Let's go. This should work, right? No! Property ID on array. So jobs is an array. I watched a ton of everything yesterday and today. My brain needs to get used to watching something like this once a week in the future. I am. No, I'm not sure. It should be an array. It's working for the others, so it's the same thing as the other one. So I'm... So doesn't mean... So it's not... No, this is the thing. It's not an object, right? Or what? No, this is the wrong one. Wrong one. Here we need this. So now undefined array key. So now we need to do something else. Let's go with dd and job. This should be inside of the blade structure. So what is job? Job is just empty. Why is job empty? When I go back to the employer, so these are the jobs. So Haag should have one job. So it should be the watch repairer. Let's go. Watch repairer, we can click it, it's fine. Then we go to Haag. And Haag should have exactly one result, which should be the watch repairer. So something is wrong here. Oh, this is wrong. Huh? I'm calling the function wrong. Column. So where? So what kind of? Let's just take a look at different functions right here. So there's gonna be jobs, and we're gonna call job. So what we can find ID or columns. Where freaking employer ID, because this is one of the oh no freaking way. Because we have okay, this is insane. Let's go. Now this should work, right? So what's the problem here? When an unexpected token return? I just forgot something. Yeah. So we have still the DND there. Let's kill it. Still not working. Maybe we should do it right here. I think I'm missing something. So I'm passing the jobs. And this means that I can just access the jobs right here, right away. Or no, wait. So what about the layout? Layout is just slot, right? So I don't need anything there. I think I'm missing something. But here, this is the heading. We have title, description. Danke, Popo Tage. What am I missing? So this is jobs. Let's go back to jobs. Yeah, just jobs all. And here I'm just filtering. So, but there is no, but that should be a job because I'm linking to the right ID, right? So this is an ID with an employer. So there is, I just got to this ID because I clicked on a job listing. Ja, für irgendwas. And so if we have this function, yeah, okay, this doesn't make sense. What about employer? So this is also working because we have the title there, right? Where can I see the... Oh yeah, so this is the original. This is fine. This is so frustrating because I don't know. Can I just print jobs somehow? Yeah, let's try with var dumping jobs. Oh, this is a lot of shit. What? This is so much data. What the heck? Why? Wait. Yeah, I know, but I think this is the thing. We need. So this is the query, like a more complicated query object, and then I think we just need to get the jobs from there. Let's try it out. Maybe, just maybe. Yes. Yes. This was a problem. Okay. So I need to remember this. So when we start the query, some functions will just return what you need. But I think when you start working with the where statement for the queries, you need to finalize it with get and actually get all the jobs from there. So let's go back to the employer. Am I logging anything? I don't think I am. So we go to the jobs. We have the job. We go to the hack, and we have watch repair. Okay, nice. Let's go. Okay, this was the thing that I wanted to do, and now let's continue with the
ID
tutorial.
equals 2 in this example. And that's why we have that foreign ID there, so that we can point to a specific employer. All right, that's a key thing to understand. But now, what about in reverse? So if I have an employer, models employer, and again, I'm just
getting ahead of myself
here. It would be nice to grab all of the jobs that the employer has published. So what method?
This is what I was thinking about. This should be the next lesson. So let's try to figure it out by myself. And I did. Let's go.
Well, something like jobs, right? So it sounds like we need a method on the employer
this would be
class
even better.
Jobs.
Yes,
Let's do that now.
his method is even better. I don't want to watch it. I want to write it myself. Let's go to the employer, and we have the one thing. Public function jobs. And here we're gonna return this. So the first time has many what? Has many. He already mentioned it. And we has many jobs. Right? And now we're gonna rewrite this one. So let's go back to this one. So we don't need this anymore. We don't need the jobs anymore. We don't need this anymore. We just can go to the employer and say, employer jobs as job. And now make a quick test. Click Booyakasha. Okay, this means I'm really understanding the software and how it works. So I think that it makes I mean, of course, I can just make the jobs where employer ID is pa, and it's fine. But since we have, of course, the employer model, this is the easiest one. So a job belongs to one employer, but an employer has many jobs. The difference is that I did not declare any. So let's go back. So this was the old one. I was getting the job. So I have, okay, wait. So I have the employer right here. And then I was, since I have the employer already, I wanted to get all the jobs with this employer. So this is kind of a logic first guess, right? So give me the jobs, all the jobs where employer ID is this ID. And I can just pass this one actually. And get them all and just pass it to the view. So I can actually get them all. But since it's all connected, we don't need to do another query right there. What we need to do is to actually expand the employer model to the jobs function. And in this, with this has many stuff. He's already doing the query. The same, I think it's the same thing as I did, but kind of more embedded into this model, which makes totally sense for me because this is the easiest thing where I can get all the jobs for this employer and I don't need to do any other query. It's already done here. And so because I'm connecting the job with one employer ID, this means that the employer could have many jobs, but one job has only one. So this is how he, because the model has this functions. Here I just pass the employer class, and here the same thing with job, but has many This is where the magic happens in the background. Yeah.
Employer, and I'll create a new one here, jobs. And yeah, this time, what is the relationship? Well, just work it out in your head. What's the relationship between an employer and a job? Well, an employer can sign up and create many jobs. So an employer has many jobs. Has many job. And that's it. So now think about it. If we have our employer object and we call jobs, well, that's going to return a collection, right? Because it could be one or many jobs that are associated with the employer. Yeah. So you'll see that reflected here. Let's Control C, bring it back up. All right, I'll press up, find the first employer. And now if I say employer jobs, all right, and yeah, notice we get a collection of items. So an eloquent collection, for now, just think of it as an array on steroids. You can still loop over it like any normal array, but it also includes a full API and a number of methods to make the process of filtering, inspecting, looping, any of that stuff will become infinitely easier because it's all wrapped up within this collection instance. All right. So within the collection, we have our items, all of the items. Yeah. And in this case, there's only one because this employer only has a single job. So if I wanted to access that first job, again, I can just interact with it like an array or like a collection. And one of the methods on a collection is first. Okay, and I think we're going to stop right there for day 11.
Yes, let's
so
go,
you
baby.
wouldn't believe this, but these two relationship types alone, has many and belongs to, they're going to take you so far. It'll take you 85% of the way there. And yeah, keep in mind, there are more relationship types. There is a belongs to many relationship, which is great for pivot tables. And then there are polymorphic relationships, which are a good bit more complicated. But yeah, these two that we discussed, they're going to take you so far, you won't believe it. Okay. So your homework is get this into your fingertips. Get it into muscle.
Already done, baby. It's already done.
When you're done. Use the example of
homework is done
because we all
while I'm
immediately
watching.
Understand it. What's the relationship between a post and a comment? Well, a post can have many comments. So that method you'd create is a has many relationship. What about the relationship between a comment and a post? Well, the comment belongs to the post. What about the relationship between a post and a user? Well, a post is written by a user. So the post belongs to the user or an author. What's the relationship between a post and tags? Well, this is kind of a cliffhanger. A post can have many tags, but in reverse, each tag does not belong to a post. So why don't you hold off on that tags example because it requires a new relationship type that we didn't talk about in this episode. We will cover that naturally in day 12. I'll see you then.
Let's go. I love it. It's so simple. Okay, guys. Next small break. I'm going to get another coffee and I need to go to the toilet because I'm drinking a lot because it's important to stay hydrated, right? So, small break, short break, and like 5 minutes, and then I'm coming back, and then we're going to continue with the next lesson. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying with me. I appreciate it, and we'll see you in 5 minutes. So let's just continue right away. I just wanted to take a look at what he was saying about the relationship between tags and posts. So a tag has many posts, I guess. And a post has many tags.
Connection lost. Connection restored.
I just had a disconnect, but I think everything is working fine. Okay, so whatever. Let's just continue.
Okay, so for day 12, I want to create a connection between a job and any number of tags. So if you've done this before, you probably know, well, we'll probably have to create some kind of pivot table. But yeah, then how do we represent that relationship within our code? Well, the answer is to use a belongs to many relationship, and I'll show you that today. Now, why don't we begin by creating our tag model? PHP artisan make model tag. And
what happens if instead of doing jobs employer, you introduce a typo and do jobs employers? So I mean this is a good question. This shouldn't work, right?
Connection lost.
So now I had a disconnect.
Connection restored.
Or I didn't, or what? Whatever. So this shouldn't work because there is like no employer's function or property. Yeah, I don't know why I'm hearing that I'm having a disconnect right here. So when we go to the job, let's go with job employers. I mean, there should only be an error that the property doesn't exist, right? Yeah. There is proper, so this employers is null. Okay. So he is getting into the...
this time I also want a migration and a factory. Cool. So now we have the model.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go with the migration. So we're gonna go with artisan make model with migration and factory.
Connection lost. Connection restored.
And it's gonna be tags. Okay. Hi Lara, how are you doing? Ding dong, ding dong. So we have the tags, and so the thing is, the tag is pretty simple, I guess. There's just one name, right? It's just name. And of course the ID. So of course the tag we can't call has many because the tag is not linked to the post, but the post links to the tag. So the tag belongs to many means we'll do a backward search, I guess. Yeah, you're right. No, he was always doing it like this. So let's rename it real quick. No, we don't need to. Yeah, whatever. We can. And he already did the factory. So let's go with tag. This is the tag factory. And let's go to the migration. Let's create tag with ID timestamp. And the one thing that we, of course, need is the name. And should be unique. Ah, yes. Yeah. You know what? Let's delete it. Let's delete it again. So yeah, here we can see create tags table. So there in the table we're gonna have tags, but the model is tag. This is fine, right? So what we need here, the one definition is name, and we can just call fake token tag isn't, they don't have any tag. Maybe is there meta? No, maybe we can just go with text. What? What's the problem with name? Okay, go back to tag. Protected full is an array with name, right? We just need to write a lot of code. Yeah, its name, it's inside there. It has a factory. So now we can extend the job with a tag. Or let's say tags. This has many tag. And now we can do the same thing. We can go with, we can create a public function jobs. And we have to return this belongs to many. Job class. So this is quite kind of the backward search, right? Macht Moin, grüße dich. Going to make some sandwiches now. Looking good so far. Like your progress. Fast learner. I like it. Thank you very much, Lara. Thank you very much. Statt. Where did I did it in the yeah. Okay, yeah. Thank you. I just the small things, right? So for the table, we need the table with a string. And we have a name inside there. So ID string and timestamp, this is fine. The tag factory just needs to fill up the name. We have a text with, and this should be unique. Can I do this unique? I saw something with the fake. Yeah, I know, but what about the factory? So the model is unique. I mean, this the migration. So the name should be unique. This is one thing, but how does the factory automatically know that he can't? I mean, there will be an error, right? He will just not, if the name was like already inside the database, he will not. But yeah, it doesn't make sense here, because how does fake know? It doesn't matter for fake. What you're doing is mostly automatic with PHP Storm, so you won't need to do that manually every time. Okay, so you mean like when I create a schema, here's going to automatically do this in Tag Factory and also jobs. Okay, so we have the job model. We have employer and tags, and job has many tags. This is fine, but we did not update the database for the jobs yet. So now we have here table foreign ID. I guess it's the same thing, right? It's a relationship. So what we're looking here is tag class. You should never update migration files after migrating. Even if you add new stuff, create new migrations. Get a JetBrains partner. PHP Storm is so nice, but my company forced me to use VS Code. It's okay, but PHP Storm is GOAT. Okay. So, but I didn't learn that already, Lara. I did not learn this already. So it makes sense what you're saying, but what does it mean? I mean, I don't know how to create a new migration, because it makes totally sense. I know what you mean. So we have every database change is in one file. So this is the migration, right? But I don't know how to create it already. So I'm gonna leave it like this, and another day I'm gonna learn it. If you didn't merge to production, it's fine to change the migration, drop database, and create it from scratch. Yeah. So hey, Skazo, welcome to the stream. But yeah. So I don't know to do this. So migration V1, then you did V2, which was bad. Now you do V3 to fix what was bad in V2 instead of changing V2. I'm not sure if I'm following correctly. You can imagine like git commits, PHP artisan migrate will execute them. After that, you should create new migrations. Just type PHP artisan migrate again, then it will just do the changes. What? But Lara, I mean, I need to create a table for the job listings, right? So you mean I would create a new job listings? Wait. So you mean I would duplicate this one? So this is the old job listings table, right? Now I have a new one. Today, it's the 13th. It's 11:42:00, whatever. Create job listing table, copy. So this is the new migration here. Oh, the what is this? Yeah, but I don't know to do this, Lara. So this don't we need, this is not. I'm gonna stop it right now. This is not the right lesson for now. I don't know how to do this, so this is for another day. Let's go with foreign ID again for Is there no way in Laravel to generate the migration from the model like in Symfony? I guess you should not use to write them yourself. Yeah, I mean, of course, but guys, I'm just new to it. Yeah, chill. I don't know how to do this yet. I'm gonna stay with the things that I know for now. Maybe we're gonna learn it in 1 minute. I don't know, but chill. We're not there yet. This will work. I guess it will work. So chill. I'm getting one tutorial. I can learn like everything at the same time from all the people. So let's go back. So what do we have here? We have the migration for the tags. The tag has a unique name. It's fine, Skazo, but I don't know the good practices yet. So we learn the back practice, and we also learn how to do the good practice. I don't know anything about Laravel. I'm just learning it right now. So we have to do one step at a time, right? Imagine I'm a beginner and I don't know better. So this is how I'm doing it. And the next lesson, the teacher is going to teach me how to do it the good way. And then this is way better with Artisan. And I'm sure there's the Artisan thing for it, but I don't know it yet. So Artisan make migration for job listings. Okay. During development, especially in this early stage, it's perfectly fine to change existing migrations. I mean, I totally understand what you guys are talking about, right? No, I never. I never work with any PHP framework. Skazo, I'm coming from WordPress, and WordPress, I guess you know it already, it's a little bit different than the more complex frameworks, I guess. So this is yeah, so Skazo, this is very new to me. And the thing is, I totally understand what Lara and you were saying about the migrations, that you do one migration at a time. I totally get it, but for now we're getting there. We're getting there. I mean, I think I understand what I'm doing all the time. So we have the tag factory. We just need the name. We have the migration for the tags. This is fine. We also just need the name. We updated the foreign ID for the job listings. So now I can pass the tag, just pass the tag ID. Now for the job factory, this is something else. Now we have, let's call it tags. And tag. Actually want more, maybe more tags. WordPress is a pain for itself. Yeah, it mainly depends, right?
Yeah, boy!
Let's go, DMG. Welcome to the stream. So let's go with tag. Factory. And then what? Many. No. Create many. Oh, this sounds actually. Will this work? How many? Let's see. 3. I'm gonna create 3 tags for each job. I have no idea if this works, so this is one of my first test right now, right? So we have the job factory, we have the tag factory, What about get random? Okay, let's just skip with the factory. I mean, factory means I'm creating so Skazo, are you a Symfony developer or PHP? Do you work full-time with this? We're going with the case that you are developing on it for days on your own. Normally, you write a feature, others as well. Then it's good to be on sync and they have migrations already. Yeah. Yeah, go make your sandwiches. But I get it that you normally you will do that with Artisan. And I also totally understand the reason, right? Do it right, yeah. Senior Symphony Dev, team lead, and focus on architecture of our product. Oh, that sounds like a very nice job. Also with so you will be a very skilled PHP developer, and you're just watching a stream from a not so skilled PHP developer. Yeah, so I develop WordPress plugins and themes for a lot of years, so I'm pretty familiar with PHP, but not with the big frameworks. So I'm just gonna continue with the tutorial right now
and the migration. Okay.
But welcome to the stream,
why don't we start within the migration file. Now, what does a tag consist of? Well, at least initially, a name should be fine. Okay, so think about it. We have a jobs table, we have a tags table, but then we need something in between, right?
Okay,
a connecting table.
Never work with it. I always hated the backend for type
Within this table, I could store the tag ID as well as
this is why I never work.
So I could say, all right, the job with an ID of 1 is associated with the tag with an ID of 1. All right, new row. The job with an ID of 1 is
of course it's mighty, but I mean WordPress changed the last years, right? You can do everything with WordPress.
The job with an ID.
We don't need to discuss like if WordPress is good or bad or typo, but I really like WordPress because it's super easy and convenient for the clients to actually change their content. This is the reason. For developers, I don't know. It's fine, I guess. But until now I can't compare this because I am not like I'm more a web designer, like designer who also codes. This is like where I come from. And for me I was very happy with WordPress because it was easy for me to develop the themes for WordPress. So I'm not like software engineer or full stack. So but I'm getting there somehow. And I'm learning now to build actually I want to learn to build a custom backend for myself, and so I've been able to write code by myself.
If 7 is associated with a tag with an ID of 9, right? You get
have different purpose. Dabei for enterprise, WordPress is for smaller customers. Yeah. So, but I think you have a lot of big websites. I mean, very, very, very big websites which run on WordPress. You can use WordPress for enterprise. There's no problem. WordPress has a huge development in the last 10 years. I mean, 10 years ago, I would agree with you, but nowadays, WordPress is totally fine for enterprise. But I'm just saying this, of course, because I'm not full software architect, engineer, whatever. So I don't have the same experience as you. Of course, I don't have the same experience in your field, but WordPress changed a lot. I'm just saying we don't need to discuss it right now. It's fine.
It's a standard fair pivot table.
The website from Taylor Swift is based on WordPress. The White House is based on WordPress, and they're running pretty fine.
Okay, so let's create that now.
I would say White House is enterprise, and Taylor Swift also.
You have two choices. So I could create a brand new migration, but keep in mind, there's no hard rule that a migration class can only ever contain one schema create call. So for example, if I just wanted to group these together, so I could have our tags creation as well as our job tag table, that would be fine as well. And I think you'll find you'll do both. It sort of depends on the order that you create these things. So for example, if you were to add the pivot table.
WordPress, no further discussion needed. It's just my ranking. Ah, okay. This is funny. Pivot said, just the ranking, the AI ranking, and this is funny.
A month from now, it would be within its own migration. But if you're doing it all at once, this is fine. You could group them inside the same file. Something to keep in mind. Okay, cool. So what should our pivot table consist of? Well, mostly foreign IDs, right? So I'll show you.
So I did not understand why he's doing different tables.
This is a rule that a migration class can only ever contain one schema create call. So for example, if I just wanted to group these together, so I could have our tags creation as well as our job tag table, that would be fine as well. And I think you'll find you'll do both. It sort of depends on the order that you create these things. So for example, if you were to
WordPress
pivot table a month from now, it would be within its own migration. But if you're doing it all at once, this is fine. You could group them inside the same file. Something to keep in mind. Okay, cool. So what should our pivot table consist of? Well, mostly foreign IDs, right? So I'll show you. We could do table foreign ID for a job. So this is going to handle our job ID column. Next, we're going to need another one for our tag ID. So I can say foreign ID for tag. Now, in terms of timestamps, this is mostly a preference. You have to decide when you create a new record in this pivot table, would you like to track the timestamp for when that happened? Sometimes that's important. Other times it can be just a piece. But we will add it.
So the pivot table is the table for the relationships. Xero, do you want to do the honor for your first ban of your mod career on Twitch? Do me the honor. Just ban him right away. Your first ban for your mod career on Twitch. So the pivot table is the database table with the relationships. So this means pivot table. So it's just saving. Congratulations, Xero. Hey, Skazo, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. So, thank you for following. This means a lot because you're an experienced developer and I am not. So, I will learn a lot from you as I'm already learning from other viewers inside the stream they're already working with those frameworks for years and years. And I like WordPress, but I am like one of the few ones in probably liking WordPress. Yeah, you are mighty, Xero. You're pretty mighty. You want to know a fun fact about these bots? What kind of bots? So the pivot table, you mostly got the AI bots hijacked only by being rude these days. Yeah. So did I understand this correctly? That the pivot table is the table for the relationships, right? The cheap viewer bots. Okay. Tell me something fun about them. AI. What is pivot table on Laravel? Pivot. That serves as an intermediary for many-to-many relationships between two other tables. Okay. If I buy viewers, I guess it's fine, right? So now I understand what we're talking about. So we were talking about pivot tables, and I was, what the hell is this? But a pivot table. I mean, this is just so we can access the. So we can, but I need to understand. So wait. So we have the tags. The tag has an ID and a name. And the job, I will give them a tag or many tags. But I think this is the problem, that I can't give them many tags. And so we are saving the many tags for the pivot table. It is wrong. It is GPT-4, Peter said. It is GPT-4. Or am I? I'm pretty sure it's 4. I'm pretty sure he's lying to you. Don't get me wrong. All these frameworks and CMS have their strengths and purpose. It really depends on what you're trying to do. Absolutely, 100% agree. Also regarding Symfony and Laravel, I think Laravel gives you more of a style guide on how to do things, while Symfony is more flexible and just provides you with the tool set. Okay. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Scott. This is why we don't need to discuss it, because this is what I think. Whatever you need to do, there are different tools that are good for it. So you have to pick the tools based on what you want to do. 100% agree. What model are you based on? Yeah, totally. I totally agree on this.
Now, I'm about ready.
It's why I hate discussions about different programming languages, which is better, which framework is better. That, like, most of the time, most of the frameworks, you're just gonna something that you're used to, like you're better in Symfony and you're used to it. So I think it's, I mean, I guess you also are able to code in Laravel with Laravel, but yeah. So the thing is, you know what? I really wanted to know, but I'm pretty sure I have GPT-4, the mini version. Let's go to the OpenAI. GPT-4o mini. So it's lying to you. And if you're interested in the system prompt, if you want to hack the system prompt, the bot is open source, right? So you can just check it on GitHub. It's fine. Kotlin to rule it all? Okay. This beast, what do you mean? You mean the system prompt? Oh, I just forbid him to post emotes. And always respond slightly annoyed, right? Let's go. Let's continue. I'm learning pivot tables right now. So I'm learning pivot tables. Let's go to this one. So let's go with schema, create, job tag, function, blueprint, whatever. And we have the table. Wait, what? So we always have an ID for every table. Need to deep dive into that later. I know, but I know you're going for it. And so I guess every table includes the ID and also the table timestamp. Oh, this is of course not a variable. So what we need here, we need a table foreign ID for, or no, foreign key, right? No, foreign ID. Okay, foreign ID for. The one is job class, and the other is we need a foreign ID for job class. Yeah, it's just like this. Okay, foreign ID for. Okay, let's go continue foreign ID for, and this is the other one is the tag class. So this is the pivot table, right? But okay, whatever.
Ready to run this, but real quick, a little gotcha. So when we run foreign ID for job, that's going to prepare a job ID foreign key. But we have to be careful because we want job ID to point to our job listings table rather than that jobs table that Laravel includes out of the box. So if I command click on the method, you'll see that I can override the column name. And that's what I'm going to do here. So I will call it job listing ID. And that's a little more appropriate.
Pivots, I'm late to the learning story. Yeah, I mean, this is just the second lesson for today. Me Monkey, please post just a single emote because I need to debug an error regarding the chat events that you just triggered. So you had the 100. Just post a single emote to the chat. No. Okay. Okay, no, I can't debug it anymore because you posted Mahei first.
And run it. PHP artisan, migrate. All right, so if we come back and refresh, here's our tags table, and here is our job tag pivot table. Now on that note.
So, stuck in vent. Yeah. Stuck in vent now. I actually love those comments on the memes. Prost. Ooh, that would be funny. But the thing is, I always have the bleep prefix, so it's not gonna work, Lara. It's not going to work. So please, to all the more experienced coders watching me right now, I have a job. I have the job, and in the job, I will save the tag IDs. Yeah. I would save many tag IDs. So why do I need a pivot table for this relationship? Couldn't I just go later to tags, to the tag and get the jobs by getting all jobs including the one ID? Is it a many-to-many relation? Yes. So it's like like hashtags for posts, you know. So I have I'm building a job listing site kind of. So on every job we'll have multiple tags, and each tag will belong to multiple jobs. Yeah. So it is a kind of a many-to-many. Why do I need the pivot table for that? Yeah, so yeah. You need a join table. I mean, Not for many-to-many relations to manage the association between two models effectively, allowing for additional attributes and easier queries. Like tag have ID, name, job, I have ID, name on the join table has job ID, tag ID. Yes, yes. And so the pivot table will be the table. So I'm gonna join like 3 tables, right? So I have the job table, I have the tag table, and I have the pivot table. The pivot table will join by, or let's say, job, pivot, and tag. And the pivot table will join by tag ID and will join by tag ID. So I will have all the data inside one SQL query, right? And I guess, I mean, the first idea that I have in mind is that the pivot table will be more performance than different. Okay. So this is the job, this is the tag. It's fine. So let's just create migration. There was a problem with the migration. What? Oh, just a typo. Dude, I'm just copying this fucking. What? Yes, I have. Wait, what? So what's the problem? Table tags already exists, yes. But when did I create the table tags? What? But what about the job? So the job tags are not. So I have employers, I have posts, I have job listings. I think, yes, I need to migrate fresh, right? Yeah, okay, yeah. Because I just, this was the topic that we were talking about a couple of minutes ago, because I did not add a new migration file. I just updated this one manually. Hey Deviti, welcome to the stream and welcome to the chat. How are you doing? Okay, let's go with the factory. Is there a factory? No, is it Tinker? Let's see. Yeah, there's the job tag right now. I just forgot how to use the factory. Did this create the tag table? Yes, it did. I didn't know you can do that. I mean, I'm using Laravel right now, so it's kind of doing by themselves. Also, kind of Laravel's doing the magic. I'm doing fine coding some Magento 2 things for work. Is it Magento or Magento? I'm from Germany, so we also always say Magento. Model factory. Oh, thank you, Monkey. Thank you. You are a Laravel developer. Okay. You work for Germans. Okay. Why did I say second? I forgot it. Nice. Welcome. Welcome on in. Yeah, I'm just learning Laravel. So we have the, let's start with the tags. Tag. Factory. I'm going to create 10 new tags and then create, right? Huh? How about why? I think I need to clear the cache, right? He's not finding the class. Composer what? Clear cache. Now. Huh? What am I missing? So I do need to give the full path. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Deveti. Thank you very much. Thank you, Bona. Thank you for. I am available for freelance work. Okay. Let's go. So we just created the tags. Let's take a look. No, I don't like it. It's just a single word. Hey, thank you for the follow. Let's go. Thank you very much and welcome. Yeah, so people already selling me their freelance work just for helping me out. Let's go. This is the and Deveti, this is the right way to do it. Absolutely. So I don't like the factory. So this was text. I don't. Words. I just need one word. This is the right one. So let's go with tag flush, I guess. Okay. Use app models. Tag flush. Why? You are a cool dude. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Hope you're getting paid well for that pain at least. I mean, I think everything that has to do with e-commerce, it's paid pretty well, right? Like as e-commerce developer, because I know a friend of mine, he has also an agency and they work a lot with Magento. Could be better, but could also be worse. Team lead, so I don't actually do a lot of Magento development. Ok. Flush não é só para os objetos instanciados. Acho que não tem membro estático. Eu não sei, cara, eu não sei. Bem-vindo aí, Roshi. Depends what kind of clients you have. Yeah, of course, yes. Somebody just wrote that yesterday. A lot of model flush from DB. Notice me. You're doing customer stuff these months in Brazil or just Twitch? I mean, I'm also chatting in Portuguese if needed. Okay, let's go. Where's the flush? There's no flush. I don't know. There is a flush, but it's not static, right? Flush. Bone, I love how you're just, please notice me, notice me. I'm heading to the gym now. See you next time. Have fun learning. Skazo, thank you for the follow. Thank you for stopping by. Wish you a wonderful time. And also, of course, some nice gym time. Yeah, it worked. Cheguei de paraquedas. O que estás fazendo? Eu tô agora fazendo a chamada pivot table, que é as relações de dois modelos um para o outro. Tem um modelo que são jobs, os trabalhos, e um modelo que são os tags, como hashtag, né? E agora precisamos de uma tabela para fazer a relação dos dois. Yeah, I'm so what am I trying to do? David, this is an amazing question. So I'm building the pivot table. This is fine, but now I just want to flush this table, so I can do it here, of course, but with artisan. How is there a command how I can delete all entries from one single table? We need an automatic translate, if not for each message. Like, can I do this with artisan, Daviti? Or how about the others? Yeah, but it's that I'm already thinking about. Yeah, I can do migrate fresh, yes. Truncate, thank you very much. I think this was the one I was looking for. Yes? I think this was the one I was looking for. Yeah, so this is truncate, okay. Think you can tap autocomplete inside Psy Thinker. I try this. I also installed this one. I can't autocomplete here. This is very sad, actually. Yeah, I mean, I am inside of Artisan, so this is what I meant. So there's the static truncate function for all the models, and you're gonna automatically delete everything. And just wanted to delete the tags so I can create a new one. Like this. Oh. So oh no, I have to, oh Jesus Christ. Now it's working. Yeah, so I had to restart Artisan. Now this is fine. For me, tab completion in Thinker doesn't work. For me neither. So I'm not the only one. Tag incorporates DB, so truncate works. Yes, I know. Because the model. Tinkerwell. I saw it yesterday. Yes. If you do a lot of, so I'm not doing a lot of Laravel. I mean, I'm learning right now. So we're gonna figure it out if I'm going to do a lot of Laravel in the future. So I just created the tags. This is fine. Now I want to create job listings, but for the job factory, I don't want to create a tag factory. So this is something the factory gets data from DB on foreign IG. This sounds interesting. Random order, first ID. I really like his solution here. I think it's also marked as the best answer. So let's go with this one. Random order, first ID. Let's go. So this is gonna be, I'm gonna go, we don't want the factory, but we want the random order. And then the first, and then the ID, right? So in tag, in random order, then we need a collection. We're gonna get this with first, and then we're gonna get the one ID. I think this is the right way to do it. What happens if there is no tags? This is a very good question. What happens if there is no tags? This is a very good question, actually. You extract the retrieval of the tag about the call and then just attaches as a variable. Just add null. Yeah. Random order no fim só vai retornar 2 usuários, porque só vai trazer o primeiro ou último. Mas acho que para factory não teria tanto problema. First ID, and then, yeah, of course, no. Yeah, I mean, I can just do it in this right here, right? But maybe I can go with tag. So if we have the ID. If not, we can go with tag factory, right? I mean, this is not type safe at all because these are totally different things. But if we have an ID, we're going to go with tag. And if not, we're going to go and create a factory. This makes sense, right? You could take more than one. I could, let's get in random order, get, I want a random number, random int, from 2, from 1 to 3. I mean, this is the factory, right? So I want to the data to be randomized as possible. Type safety is definitely a scam by the new world order. So, Bona, I'm tag factory create ou create ali em cima seria redundante? So when we Hoshi, when we are inside the factory, se a gente está dentro da factory, daí ele não precisa do create. Eu acho. Não precisa. No. Yeah. So if you're already inside the factory, you don't need to create. So let's go again. So we're gonna create the jobs with, wait, what? There's the tag, right? So the tag is gonna be an IG or the factory. This should be fine. Let's go again to the job tag. So, but when is this gonna be populated automatically? The pivot table, is this gonna be populated automatically? Let's test it. Let's go. I want to create jobs. So let's go use app models job factory create. This collection instance. You don't. You should use seeders for that, so you don't need to write this all the time. I have no clue what seeders are. We're not there. We're not there, Deveti. This is the first pivot table that I'm writing in my life. So I don't know what the problem is here. We changed the job factory, right? Do we have we don't have a tag. This is the problem, of course. So the key is different. I don't know. Is there a way to get the dynamic key? Get data, no. Get column name, no. So the column name should be tag ID. So let's go to the jobs. We have, no, this is the right job listings. It's the right one. Employer ID and tag ID. So that was the wrong one. So we are looking for tag ID. There is no tags. The thing is, will this work now? This is not working. What about, let's take a look at what we are getting right here. Of course, it's, this is an array. We can't, yeah. So this is an array. Hey, what? Abhayudayat. Abhayudayat. I guess. Thank you very much for the follow and welcome to the stream. Yeah, it should be Abby, right? Abhayudayat. So this is an array. So of course we can't access the ID from the array. But Abhayudayat. Thank you, Bona. Sounds good. Let's see. So, but a tag ID. it's just one integer. It's just one ID. So foreign, are there like more? Like foreign IDs? Or is there like some multiple? No. Foreign. So this, I think this is one of the problems also. This is not gonna work. So I need to forget this for now. This is not gonna work because I don't know how is saving stuff inside the database, and I didn't learn it yet. So let's just continue with the tutorial and create a couple of jobs. What? Yeah, so now it's working. And I have only one tag ID. So let's continue. And he created, of course, 10 more tags. Yeah, it's fine. Let's go back to the...
Keep in mind the naming convention here. We take the singular form of each of the connecting tables, and then we sort them in alphabetical order.
Is he filling up the job tag automatically? He's not. So this is something that we, of course, need to do.
And separate them with an underscore. So jobs and tags become job tag, and that's fine. Okay, so now let's talk about constraints. So if I were to manually add a tag here, we'll call
what?
Them in alphabetical order and separate them with an underscore. Here's our tags table, and here is our job tag pivot table. Now, on that note, keep in mind the naming convention here. We take the singular form of each of the connecting tables, and then we sort them in alphabetical order and separate them with an underscore. So jobs and tags become job tag, and that's fine. Okay, so now let's talk about constraints.
Hi there, Abu. How should I call you? Abu is fine.
Programming.
Or let's take a look again of the pronunciation from ChatGPT. Is Abudayat. Abu, I guess, right? Abu? Abi? Abi, it's fine? Okay. Welcome to the chat. How are you doing? And of course to the stream, and thank you very much again for the follow.
And let's go into jobs.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this. So I mean, I'm in a tutorial right now, the Veti, you know, it's the tutorial, so we're learning it, and we're gonna get there sometime. I wish you a wonderful day.
Let's say,
and thanks also for the
job
follow.
with an ID of 10. Okay, job with an ID of 10 is associated with the tag with an ID of 1. All right, this is fine. However, what if I were to
at 8? Okay. You could say Abi. Okay, I'm gonna say Abi. Welcome. So Abi, what are you nerding with?
delete that tag, like so. Well, if I come back, give it a refresh, it still lives. So now we have an orphan, don't we? We have a record that points to a tag that does not exist in...
Wait, what?
So, however, ID of 10, let's say, how about the job with an ID of 10? Okay, job with an ID of 10 is associated with the tag with an ID of 1. All right, this is fine. However, what if I were to delete that tag, like so? Well, if I come back, give it a refresh, it still lives. So now we have an orphan, don't we? We have a record that points to a tag that does not exist in our system. And yeah, we don't want to allow for that. So this is where we can add a foreign constraint. And this is especially important because SQLite defaults are a little bit different from MySQL. So this will be a good exercise. All right, I'm going to switch back. And for my job listing ID, I'm going to add a call to constraint, so create a constraint, and then a second one to cascade on delete. And then I'll do the exact same thing for tag ID. Okay, so with
he also changed this one because the name is, yeah, it's job ID, and this is wrong. we don't, we need to pass the name for job listing ID. Ah, okay. So let's create jobs again. And now when we go to the tags, tags are fine, and job tag, job listing ID tag ID. So this is right now. Okay. So, and he is teaching me. So if we want,
what this says is create a constraint, and then if that referencing record happens to be deleted, I want you to cascade and delete this pivot record as well. And the same is true for tag. So if we have a job ID of 1 and a tag with an ID of 1, but then the tag with an ID of 1 is deleted, it will cascade and also delete the pivot record as well. Okay, so I want to roll this back and run it again.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Tiesti, welcome back to the stream. How are you doing? So what's the name? It's constraint. Constraint. What does constraint mean in this subject, like in this context? Refers to foreign keys constraints that ensure data integrity by restricting the values in one table based on the values in another. Okay. How's the stream and PHP going? We are learning. We are learning. I think it's going pretty well. Yeah, we're working on the Lambo, of course. Zwang. Ah, warte mal. Okay, let's go. So we need a new function here. Constraint and escalate. And what? Cascade, nicht escalate. Wow. Yeah, wow. Cascade on delete. Same thing for this one. So I guess all the pivot tables should be built like this. If I delete one job, it's gonna also have to, or one tag is gonna delete it from all the jobs. Suggest me some beginner JavaScript stream chat. What do you mean, Abi? What do you mean? So, do you want to learn JavaScript, or are you already able to write some JavaScript code? Okay, let's continue.
Again, but notice drop if exists only deletes the tags table. So we need another one here for job tag. Okay, let's give it a
Of course.
run. PHP Artisan migrate rollback and PHP Artisan migrate. We'll do it all in one go. Cool. Okay, so now, yeah, let's manually create another tag. And then we'll say within job tag, the job with an ID of 10 has a tag with an ID of 1, and we'll give that a save. And we can see the constraint is in place because we see these little arrows here connecting them. So I can click it, and it'll take me directly to that record. Further, within job tag, if I go to structure,
So, but is he already creating the relationships? He's not. Some beginner JavaScript streams. Yeah, this is hard. I mean, I guess this stream would be a good one. But I think most of the streamers are already very advanced in JavaScript, so it's not that easy to learn from them.
Notice I can see the foreign key right here. Okay, but we still have a problem. Again, this comes back to SQLite defaults. If I were to return to tags and delete this record, it lets me. And if I come back to job tag, oh, it's still there. So what was the point? We added the constraint, but it didn't constrain anything. What's the problem? Yeah, this is a common thing that people run into, so it's good to know. Okay, so the defaults for SQLite specify that constraints are not enforced, but in your Laravel app, they are enforced. But yeah, keep in mind, we're not in our Laravel app right now, are we? We're just accessing our database directly. So we are bound by the defaults of SQLite rather than the defaults of Laravel. Okay, so that means if we're directly within our database GUI and we want these constraints to take effect, we need to manually turn it on. But in our Laravel app, we can ignore it. They are turned on by default. And of course, if you want to reverse that and turn them off, you can within your environment file. Okay, let's go to the SQL tab, and I will run pragma foreign keys equals on. All right, turn on foreign constraints. Okay, so now if we come back to tags, let's re-add that one. All right, we should still have our pivot record, but this time, if I were to delete the tag, it will cascade and also delete the, also delete the corresponding pivot record as well. That's good. And of course, the same would be true if we deleted the referencing job. Okay, very cool.
Wait, but so we are talking about the SQLite schema. So the SQLite is doing this. And not Laravel, right? Yeah. So what did it write? Just take a look again. It's foreign keys, right? Foreign keys is on.
All right.
Yeah, I know foreign keys. If you use SQLite via Laravel, it works because Laravel sets the foreign pragma. So, I mean, we have tags here and we have job tag. Let's go. Job listing. 1 and tags is also 1. So what about the structure? So I don't know if he created this as a foreign key, but it should, right? On delete cascade. Oh, this is actually amazing. So SQLite is doing this by itself. So it's a database job to actually do this. And Laravel has no saying in this. Because, I mean, of course, I created the schema with Laravel. But when I delete one, the database is going to delete all the others. So what about when I go, so this is the tags. So this is the job tag, all right? And I go to the tags and I delete the first one. And I go to job tag. Yeah, and oh, wow. Okie dokie. And what about job listings? But there is already also the tag ID is still there, but there is no relationship in here. So let's continue.
Turn on foreign constraints. Okay, so now if we come back to tags, let's re-add that one. All right, we should still have our pivot record, but this time, if I were to delete the tag, it will cascade and also delete the, also delete the corresponding pivot record as well.
Yes.
That's good. And of course, the same would be true if we deleted the referencing job. Okay, very cool. So now I want to see this in our PHP code because that's what we most care about. Okay, so let's set up the relationship. We now have a model for job and tag, but no relationship between the two.
Yes.
Okay, let's start within the job. So if I have a job and I want to access all of the tags for that job, then our method would be called tags.
Yes.
And again, if you can't remember what to call that, just imagine you have a job object and you want to access something. Well, ideally, what would you call? You would do something like that. So there's your method name. Okay. So our relationship is not a has many. It's not a belongs to. It is a belongs to many relationship. So it belongs to, but it also can have many. And this makes perfect sense when you think about it. So does the tag called programming, does this belong to, how about the job with an ID of 10?
I just got my new keyboard now. I can't type fast anymore. What do you mean? Like with the new keyboard, you can't type fast? But why? I mean, the job has many. I'm not sure if I understand this correctly.
Well, yes, but it doesn't exclusively belong to it. Many, many jobs can be associated with this tag. So yeah, we don't have a belongs to relationship. It's almost like a belongs to and has many.
And Barnabas, I'm so used
we represent that with
to
this
the
one
MacBook
right here.
keyboard that I
many.
can't use mechanical ones.
So let's reference the corresponding tag class. And then I also want to do it in reverse. Now, what's cool is when it comes to belongs to many relationships, it's the exact same code on both ends. So for example, if I go to tag, imagine we have our tag object, and I want to access all of the jobs that are associated with this tag, then I would do something like this, right? All right, so we have our method jobs, and that too will return a belongs to many relationship, and we'll reference the job class. And that's it. Cool. All right, so now I want to play around with this. Let's go back. We have a tag of programming. Do we have any pivot records? No. I will manually add one, like so. And let's give it a shot. I'm going to start by opening PHP Artisan Tinker. We will find that job. So app models job. It had an ID of 10. And now, if I want to find all of the tags that are associated with that job, I can run job tags. But actually, as I think of this, I wonder if we'll see an error. Oh, we do. Okay, this is helpful at the very least. So no such column on the job tag pivot table called job ID. All right, so it's expecting a column name of job ID, but we know that the actual column name is job listing ID. And that's because Laravel is assuming a default here that usually will work. But in our case, our PHP class is job, but the corresponding table is job listing. So yeah, in situations like that where you have to avoid certain collisions, you need to be explicit about the column ID. And here's how we do that. Come back to job. And if I command click here, you can see that we have the related model, then the table name, and then the foreign pivot key and the related pivot key. So let's add that here. So I'm going to override that. And I can use a named argument for this. So I can do the name of that argument, colon, and then not job ID, job listing ID.
So let's take it a shot right here. Same here. We have foreign pivot key. It's going to be... No, this is fine actually. We don't need this one. We only need this for the jobs. Foreign pivot key is gonna be job listing ID. Let's go.
And that should fix the problem. Okay, so boot it back up, find our job.
Mac mostly
Then
set up
hit
yesterday. The
job
keyboard is
tags,
okay. Just
and
need to
this
get used to
one
the
is
command
ours.
key. Ah,
All right,
okay,
a
okay,
little
yeah,
bit of
yeah, I know.
a bit of weirdness there. Again, this would only be relevant in situations where your eloquent class doesn't perfectly line up with the relationship or the table name. Something to be aware of. And also, this is going to be true in reverse. So if I have a tag and I want the jobs, well, it's going to look again for job ID, but that's not quite right. So in this case, we don't want the foreign pivot key. We want the related pivot key. So I could update this as well. Related pivot key would be job listing ID.
What? So the tag has a foreign key. So that's the reason why I have to pass the foreign key, the foreign pivot key. Job has... But why do I have the job listing to the tags? No, wait, what? What the fuck? Oh, we were working...
Names, something to be aware of.
Okay,
And also...
Yeah, okay, yeah. This is... here. So we are in the job model. And here he wants the foreign key. I'm not sure if I understand this correctly, but I think it's fine. This is the job listing ID. And for tag, I don't have the foreign pivot key, but we have the related pivot key, I guess.
Also, this is going to be true in reverse. So if I have a tag and I want the jobs, well, it's going to look again for job ID, but that's not quite right. So in this case, we don't want the foreign pivot key. We want the related pivot key. So I could update this as well. Related pivot key would be job listing ID. All right, so let's give that one a shot. Bring it up. Let's find the tag, app models tag, find one.
Let's go. So let's do the same thing. Let's go with app models tag one. Let's go. We don't have any tag. Oh, there is no. I deleted the first one. 2. So now we can say tag, give me the jobs.
And now if I want to access all of the jobs associated with that tag, I could say tag jobs. Okay.
Yeah,
now
so, but he did it manually, so I need to do that manually too for now. So we're going to go to the tags and we're going to go add a new job listing. So the ID is going to be 1 and the tag is going to be 2. And let's do it again. Yeah, now it's working. Okay, this is the job. Yes.
Now we get a collection of one item. All right, this is great. But now I want to finish up by quickly showing you how you could attach new records. And it's very simple. You could say tag jobs, but notice I'm not going to access it as a property. That would give me this collection here, and I don't want that. Instead, I will call it as a method and then run attach. I want to attach a new record. So I will give it the ID of a new job that I want to attach. So how about this human resource director 7? So I could give it 7, or I could give it a full call to app models job find 7. Either one of those is going to work. Okay, so now if we come back to our pivot table, we have 2 records.
Okay.
Great. But now here's a little gotcha. If I were to run tag jobs again, I still only see a collection of one item. And this is because this collection has already been loaded into memory. It's not performing a new SQL query.
Okay.
So if you want to fix that, of course, you could either refetch the tag from the database and start all over, or you could say tag jobs get. Just run a brand new query. And now we get a collection of exactly 2 items. So why don't we...
Okay, let's go again. Like we have tag, jobs. I know, but now he was calling the not the object, but actually the function, right? So we're gonna call the function. I'm gonna say attach, and then I'm gonna say go with the 7, and I'm gonna go with tags, jobs, get.
We say, and now we get a collection of examples.
Guys, I need to go to the toilet real quick. Just a small break. And I'm gonna be right back.
Oh, wow!
Pretzet, I think the preloading is working pretty fine right now, right? So all the videos are kind of very slick and fast and are loading perfectly because they're preloaded from the browser. So this is a good one. Let's continue. I just need to understand this relationship right here. So job. Let's go back to the... So job has a foreign ID for a tag, yeah? So when I call the job tag, I say the job belongs to many tags. So many tags have IDs for jobs. And the foreign pivot key. Yeah, this is a many-to-many relationship, right? And we are telling Laravel to look for a pivot key because we are calling the foreign pivot key. I don't know why there's foreign here is related. I don't understand this right now. But whatever, let's keep on going.
Get. Just run a brand.
Yeah, so this is the relationship. It's working.
And new query. And now we get a collection of exactly 2 items. So why don't we say tag jobs get and pluck the title. So this is just going to grab a single field or attribute from each of those jobs. So now we have a brand new collection of only the job titles that are associated with this particular tag. All right, so yeah, it's kind of a lot depending upon your skill level. If you're already familiar with pivot tables and relationships of this sort, then this is probably a cakewalk. But otherwise, if it's all new to you, then it might take a minute, and that's okay. Watch the video a second time. Work on the homework, which is this. You're working on your little blog idea, right? Well, a post could be associated with any number of tags, right? And now you know how to represent that. You have a post table and you have a tags table. The next step is to create the intermediate table, a post tag pivot table. So play around, see if you can get that to work. And when you feel comfortable, and only when you feel comfortable, move on to day 13. Lucky 13. I'll see you then.
Whew. So, thing is, I get it. When I create a job, I think it should work right away, right? So when I create a job, I'm gonna make some music again. When I create a job, it should work right away. But I'm really curious how to do this with the factory. So the problem is that this table here is just one ID. It's just an integer and not many IDs. So, but I don't know how to. But why? Table. Many. There is no many. Is there a dictionary or something? No. A list. A list. Yeah, I know, but I need. The thing is. Mach das, Hexer, mach das. So because here, the problem is that right now, the job listing is only allowed to have one tag because it's one integer. Hexa, tschüssi. Schön, dass du da warst. Ich wünsche dir einen richtig schönen Tag. Erhol dich gut, ja? Bye, bye, bye. So the problem is that the job listings have only one tag. Wait. Yes, wait. Wait.
You would do something like that. So there's your method name. Okay. So is a belong. So I can say foreign ID for tag. Now, in terms of timestamps, tags table, but then we need something in between, right? A connecting table, and this is our pivot table. So think about it. Within this table, I could store the tag ID as well as the job ID. So I could say, all right, the job with an ID of 1 is associated with the tag with an ID of 1. All right, new row. The job with an ID of 1 is also associated with the tag with an ID of 4. Next one. The job with an ID of 7 is associated with a tag with an ID of 9, right? You get the idea. It's a standard fair pivot table. Okay, so let's create that now. You have two choices. So I could create a brand new migration, but keep in mind, there's no hard rule that a migration class can only ever contain one schema create call. So for example, if I just wanted to group these together, so I could have our tags creation.
I think this he didn't do this at all, what I was doing here. So he has one foreign ID for employer, but I don't think he has anyone for the class. So actually, this is one of the biggest things, I think. So I'm not putting any tag ID right there. The tag ID is only inside the pivot table, right? Yeah, but wait, I need to rewatch it. I don't know.
As well as our job tag. Keep in mind. Listing ID, and that's a little more appropriate. Job, the singular. So now we have an orphan, don't we? We have a record that points to a tag that does not exist in our system. And yeah, we don't want to allow especially important size. All right, I'm a set, but this roll back. Cool. Back with him. He's further within job tag, but we still have a problem. Again, this comes back to SQL. What was the point? Defaults for SQL app now are rather than database. But first step, let's go to the SQL tab. All right, to pivot record aid as well, referencing job.
Yeah, there it is. So there, he has never tag ID saved there.
Okay, very cool. So now I want to see this in our PHP code because that's what we most care about. Okay, so let's set up the relationship. We now have a model for job and tag, but no relationship between the
I
two.
think this was one of the problems inside my head because I did it and he didn't, because I was getting ahead of myself. So this is the problem. So there is no need to put the tag ID inside the job tag. This is if it's singular, it's just only one thing, like the employer ID, then it's fine. But if the relationship is many to many, I will never do that inside the model. I will always do this inside the pivot table. I'm just speaking for myself right now. Yes, exactly, Mimok, exactly. This is, I'm just, yeah, okay. Uh-huh. So no need for tag ID right here. But so I'm still I still want to generate jobs with and tags along with each other, and he didn't do that at all. So I think this would be another lesson. Yes. But I mean, he didn't do this at all, but I would like to do this right now just to...
So if I have a job and I want to access...
So, but... because now we have to do this manually, but I mean, this is probably the next lesson, right? Yeah, but we're not gonna do this today. I'm a little bit tired today. I need to eat something. We're gonna end the stream right now. And I'm just looking for someone to raid. Let's go to our category. Today's English, so let's look for English streamers. Government software engineers. That sounds interesting. I know Coding for Strangers. I think I'm already following him. I'm not sure. I can't hear him. C++. What about a Shopify dev?
Eles separavam as pessoas por
400,000 followers.
de amigo.
This, I guess, a little bit too big for me. Yes, tomorrow again. Tomorrow another stream. Yeah, I don't know right now.
For a long time, we were getting it approved.
You know what? I'm rating you to Finite. Finite is such a chill guy. I love him. I love his streams. He's very chill watching him. And I can recommend him a lot. Okay, guys. Thank you very much for staying with me today. Thank you for watching, for spending your time. Thank you for the new follows. Thank you for the subs, the sub gifts. Amazing. I appreciate it very much. I love it. I wish you a wonderful day. Tomorrow, another stream with more Laravel. And I'm excited to learn more. So have a good day and bye. Bye.